Om Namo Narayana. We are continuing and finishing the chapter on about making acquaintance with the woman and of the efforts to gain her over. Now, after a girl has become acquainted with the man as described in the previous video, and has manifested her love to him by the various outward signs and by the motions of her body, the man should make every effort to gain her over. But as girls are not acquainted with sexual union, they should be treated with the greatest delicacy, and the man should proceed with considerable caution, though in the case of other women accustomed to sexual intercourse, this is not necessary. When the intentions of the girl are known and her bashfulness put aside, the man should begin to make use of her money, and an interchange of clothes, flowers, should be made. In this, the man should take particular care that the things given by him are handsome and valuable. He should moreover receive from her a mixture of betel nut and betel leaves. And when he is going to a party, he should ask for the flower in her hair or for the flower in her hand. If he himself gives her a flower, it should be a sweet-smelling one, and marked with marks made by his nails or teeth. With increasing assiduity he should dispel her fears, and by degrees get her to go with him to some lonely place, and there he should embrace and kiss her. And finally, at the time of giving her some betel nut, or of receiving the same from her, or at the time of making an exchange of flowers, he should touch and press her private parts, thus bringing his efforts to a satisfactory conclusion. When a man is endeavoring to seduce one woman, he should not attempt to seduce any other woman at the same time, but after he has succeeded with the first and enjoyed her for a considerable time, he can keep her affections by giving her presents as she likes, and then commence making up to other women. When a man sees the husband of a woman going to some place near his house, he should not enjoy the woman then, even though she may be easily gained over at the time. A wise man, having regard for his reputation, should not think of seducing a woman who is apprehensive, timid, not to be trusted, well guarded, or possessed of a father-in-law or mother-in-law. Thus ends this chapter. I have just read a chapter about basically trying to get girls in the bed, virgin girls. And once you sleep with them, you're done. Move on. Basically, if you've ever seen the TV show How I Met Your Mother, I just described the character of Barney, whose goal in life is just to sleep with as many women as possible, and that's it. Sex is a satisfactory conclusion. Nowhere in this chapter was the word love mentioned. And actually, nowhere in this chapter was really anything women may want. It's just giving them stuff, manipulating them until they have sex with you.